working on my grammar and describing things
Right.
because sometimes I need a partner for the speaking, and I have a partner,
You
but
don't need
this
a
it's
partner.
not an
You don't need a partner. You do not need a partner. You're wasting your time with a partner. What you need to
okay.
do is when you get a speaking question, the first thing you need to do is imagine it in your mind. Then you need to start describing it. So you imagine
I,
your city in your mind, you imagine it, and you start describing it. But this is the thing, Ijaj. You need to write down your answer. Write
okay.
it down.
So, sir, when I just want to speak something, there are many ideas in my mind. That's why I'm
Ijaj.
confused. What idea should I express?
You need to write it down. You need to learn to write it down. Write it down first so you can see how you're expressing yourself and then check it with a grammar checker like Quillbot. Speaking with someone will do you nothing. It will help you at nothing, zero. You need to write down
Okay,
your answer. You need to check it with a grammar checker like a Quillbot, and then you need to speak the answer. And if you do that like 100 answers, you'll improve yourself.
okay, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, write it down because when you write it down, you have time to think and write down a good answer and then check it with Quillbot so you can see all the grammar errors you're making and then speak
Okay,
it.
so from now I should focus on the IELTS speaking part one, part two, and three, and writing down in
Yeah,
my words,
yeah,
and then speak, then checking and will book,
that's
and then will speak.
and make sure you use Quillbot to check your grammar.
Okay, sure.
Use use Quillbot.com and you should be able to improve it a little bit. You what you can do is get some sample answers from like sites like Complete Test Success or IELTS Advantage, and
Uh,
listen to the answers, and then rewrite them, paraphrase it in your own words, and then check it. So that way,
okay,
at least you
okay,
have some examples to work with.
sure.
So you learn how to answer a question. But the main thing is to imagine an answer in your mind, to get an image, let's say an image of your city, and then start describing it in detail.
Okay,
Okay?
yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, then you might have a chance to get a 6.5 in speaking. So 6.5 in speaking, let's say 6 in writing, 7.5 in listening and reading, and you're in good shape. You got 7.
Okay. So,
Yeah, don't do too much in writing. I think just focus on speaking. And make sure you get 7.5 in listening and in reading, okay? You absolutely
okay,
need 7.5 in those two.
yeah. Now I'm between 7 and 7.5. Sometimes 7 and sometimes above 7, and both are listening and reading.
Yeah, yeah. I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you a video here. Hold on a second. Let me see. Where is that? Here. Um, hmm, oh, gosh. Uh, Here. Here's a link to a video, and it's a 4-hour course on how to take the exam. You'll probably be able to pick up some tips from there.
Okay, okay, sure.
Or if you look at my moments, I have a moments on how to do the IELTS, and I have lots of resources that you can look at. Specifically
Okay, I'll look for it.
yes, specifically for reading and listening, because if you do the reading correctly, you should be able to get a 7.5. The way you should do reading is read a paragraph, answer all the questions for that paragraph. Read the next paragraph, answer all the questions for that paragraph. No skimming and scanning. Just read the paragraph one by one, answer the questions, and you won't run out of time.
Okay, okay,
Okay?
it's okay.
Okay. Well, good luck, Ijaz. Don't worry about accent, Kanya. Don't worry about accent. Just worry about good pronunciation. Don't worry about accent. Okay. Okay. Let me talk to Sarah. Hey, Sarah.
Hi, Richard.
Hey. Oh, yeah. Let me mute you. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining us today, Ijad. Let me know how
Thanks
you're
for
doing. Okay.
inviting me.
Keep in touch, Ijad. Okay. Um, you're welcome. So you said you got a 7.5,
Yes, I did.
and when did you take the test?
Um, 2 months ago.
2 months ago. Okay. And what were your individual scores?
Um, 7.5 in speaking.
Hmm.
6.6 6 in listening and writing. Um, and 7.5 in reading.
Okay,
If
7.5 in
if I'm not
reading.
mistaken, my memory is playing tricks on me all the time.
Okay, but you're not old like me, so hopefully you remembered. So 7.5 in speaking, 7.5 in reading. What did you get in listening? 6.5?
Yes, and like the writing and the listening, one of them is 6 and the other is 6.5, but I'm not sure which one is
Probably
6.
6.5 in listening because that's much easier. So
Yeah.
you probably got 6.5 in listening and 6 in writing. Okay, that's good. You did a good job. You got 7.5 in speaking, which is not easy. Um, what did you have a question for me, or you just want to show off how well you speak? What do you want to do?
I just wanted to share that the IELTS isn't as difficult as a lot of people think. All what they need to do is to practice a lot and be confident about it.
Well, they need to do more than that, Sarah, because there's a lot of people who are really confident in Hello Talk, which is great. The problem is they can't say one correct sentence.
Yeah,
So the reason you're confident and the reason you did well is because your English is good, your grammar is correct, and your pronunciation is correct, and your vocabulary is accurate. So
thank you.
it's yeah, well, that's the reason you did well. It's not
Because I
confident.
practiced a
I
lot. I mean, I took it seriously.
questions, I'll talk to you and help you out. But you have to be studying hard. If you just want to hello talk, blabbing on voice rooms, forget it. You're not going to learn English, and I'm not going to use my energy to try to help you. Oh, you want to talk about grammar? Okay, Naz, I'm always happy to talk about grammar. Okay, grammar's good. Grammar's good. Grammar is fundamental. You got to know grammar. If you don't know grammar, you don't know English. That's the story. That's the story. Hey,
Hello,
Naz.
sir.
Hello. So you're
How are you
from
doing, sir?
Iran. Good.
No, sir, I'm from India, sir.
Oh, you're from India. Okay. How
Yes,
can I
sir.
help you? How
How
can
are
I
you
help
doing,
you?
sir?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Fine, sir.
Good. What kind of question do you have? Tell me where. Tell me
Sir,
what's happening.
yes, sir, I'm facing a lot from grammar, sir, actually. Whenever I practice now, sir, that time I will find
Okay,
easily. After that, while
Naz,
speaking, like,
Naz. Two things. I agree with you. You're having problems with grammar. It doesn't help if you speak very fast because I can't understand what you're saying. So speak slowly. I'll try to correct you, and I have to understand what you're saying. Okay? So,
okay.
yeah, let's slow it down. There's no reason to rush. I'm not going to throw you off the stage. You got lots of time. Tell me slowly and concisely what is your question
Okay, sir.
about grammar? Okay.
Yeah, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir,
Okay.
I'm facing a lot in grammar while
You're
speaking.
facing, wait,
Whenever I
Nas,
write,
Nas. You're facing what? You're what are you You say I'm facing a
tenses,
lot
sir.
in grammar.
Tenses.
Okay, Naz, you said I'm facing a lot in grammar. That doesn't make any sense at all. That sentence doesn't make any sense. What are you facing?
Yes, I'm facing a lot tenses, sir. Tenses about tenses, sir.
Okay, you're having problems with tenses. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so just say that very calmly, very slowly. Take a deep breath. You can say, "Sir, I'm having a lot of problems with tenses." That's it. Say that.
Okay, sir. I had a lot of problem in tenses.
I am having a lot of problems with tenses.
I'm having a lot of problem in tenses
With tenses.
with tenses.
You're having a lot of problems with lots of things, Saz, but tenses is one of them. What tense are you using right now? I am having a lot of problems with tenses.
A,
What tense
a
is that?
present continuous tense, sir.
Present continuous tense.
Yes.
It's the present continuous tense. Naz, you have before we're finished today, okay? We need we need that to have you say at least one correct sentence, okay? So let's do it. Uh, we
Okay.
are using the present continuous tense.
Yes.
Say it.
Present continuous tense.
Yeah, we are using, or I am using, the present continuous tense.
Because of not having is there, and another
Naz,
thing is I
Naz,
am.
you gotta slow down. You're so anxious to talk. Every single sentence is wrong. Why say something, Naz? If every single sentence is wrong, every single one, and it's not just tenses, it's
Okay.
prepositions, it's the phrasing, everything. What do you expect to learn if all you're doing is speaking incorrect sentences? What do you expect to learn? I'm trying to
Rules,
correct
sir.
your,
Grammar
I'm trying to correct your
rules.
sentences. Trying to correct your sentences. You have to be able to speak a correct sentence. Okay, so say
Okay.
I am I am using the present continuous tense.
I am using present continuous tense.
The present continuous tense.
Could you
The
repeat, sir?
I am using the present continuous tense.
Okay. I'm using the present continuous tense.
Okay, now Nas, you are definitely having a problem with grammar.
Yes.
You need to learn how to speak and write correct sentences. Now,
Okay.
what do you think you need to study in order to learn grammar? What do you need to study?
Sir, first we have to need rules, sir, present and past and future. So we have to learn first structure of the tenses, sir.
Well, very simply, Naz, very simple. I mean, tenses is one thing, but more simple than that. If you need to improve your grammar, what do you need to study?
Sir, noun, auxiliary verb, and
You need to study grammar,
preposition.
Naz. Naz,
Yes.
if you want to improve your grammar, you need to study grammar. Okay? Now,
Okay.
in order to study grammar, what do you need? What do you need to study grammar?
Practice, sir.
Well, you need to practice for sure, but how do you start studying grammar? What do you need? You need something to study grammar. What do you need?
Or writing for writing purpose, we
Well,
have
you
to
need a
study.
grammar book or you need a good grammar website. You need something to study.
Okay.
And while you're studying grammar, you need to write correct sentences. So you need to
Okay.
write a lot of sentences while you're studying each grammar topic. Each topic, you need to write a lot of sentences, but you don't know if they're correct or not. So after you write them, you need to check them with a grammar checker like quillbot.com, okay?
Okay.
You need to write sentences and you need to check them with quillbot.com. Now, after you check them, I want you to speak them, speak the sentences many times. So you need to study, you need to practice writing, you need to correct your sentences using a grammar checker, and then you need to speak the sentences. And you have to do it very slowly and methodically. You need to start at the beginning and slowly learn correct grammar. Now, while you're learning grammar, you should also have some very simple books that you will read. And while you're reading simple books, you will increase your vocabulary.
Okay.
Okay? You need to go back and start at the very beginning, learn how to write correct sentences and how to speak correct sentences.
Okay.
And then,
Sir,
and then,
there is any website, there is any application for
okay.
improving
Yeah,
grammar? Can you
it's a good
suggest me?
question. It's a good question. Now, if you go to my web moments, I have on my pin moments. I'm going to give you the link here, but you could just go to my moments, go to these moments, and I give all the resources and all the instructions on how to learn grammar. So you read simple
Okay.
books, you study grammar, you do it methodically for, let's say, 6 months, and your English will be vastly improved. Do not spend any time watching movies. Don't spend any time watching TV shows. Don't go into any voice room where everyone is speaking terrible English and the teacher isn't correcting anyone. You will only learn bad English if you go into voice rooms where everyone is speaking poor English. You need to learn how to write and speak correct English and to improve your vocabulary by reading simple books. That's what you need to do.
Okay.
Very,
Sir,
very, very slowly and methodically. Naz, do not talk
yes.
quickly. Do not rush through your studies. Methodically, step by step, learn. Rebecca, it's not her pronunciation, it's her grammar. Her pronunciation's okay. I mean, some of her pronunciation has a Indian accent, but I can understand the words. I don't understand the sentences. So,
Okay.
uh, it's not pronunciation. You can improve your pronunciation, and the way I would improve it is by watching Rachel's English on YouTube or getting the Elsa Speak app. But I don't think pronunciation is your big issue. Your big issue is that your sentences are not comprehensible. I can't understand them because they're entirely incorrect.
Okay.
Accuracy is the most important part of language. You have to have accurate sentences and you have to have accurate vocabulary. And you need accurate pronunciation too. But I don't think pronunciation is your problem. It can be improved, but it's not your major problem. So slow it down, Nas. Slow everything down and just step by step learn how to create correct sentences that express an idea. And then when you're able to write and speak correct sentences, then you start linking sentences together in order to express more complicated ideas, like I'm doing right now. I'm trying to give you advice. So, one step by step, I'm giving you explanation on how to give advice. 99.9% of the problems of people on HelloTalk is they cannot express an idea correctly. Their grammar is bad, their vocabulary is inaccurate, and they do not know how to explain or describe anything. It's not a pronunciation, it's not their vocabulary. It's how to express an idea correctly.
Yeah, sir. Sure, sir.
You understand, Naz?
Sir, in grammar part, which is the most? Yes, sir. I understand, sir.
Yeah. If you understand and if you're patient and you learn it methodically, in 6 months, you will have very good English. However, if you're in a rush and you're looking for shortcuts and you think and you believe the teachers who say that you can learn English easily by watching movies or TV or going into voice rooms where everyone is speaking terrible English, if you want to take that route, you will never learn English. 6 months from now, you'll be exactly where you are right now, or maybe worse. So
Okay. Sir, one
learn
more
it step
question,
by
sir.
step, and you'll be fine.
One more question, sir. I have.
One more question. Yes.
Yes. Sir, if I watch movies and web series, it is useful, sir. Apart from this application.
Okay. You're asking whether watching movies and TV is useful.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely not. It's a waste
Okay.
of time. You will learn nothing. Movies are designed to entertain, not to teach. You need to watch good videos that are designed to teach you English. Naz, Naz,
Yes, sir.
when you learned Hindi's your native language, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When you started to learn Hindi, let's say in first grade or second grade, you went to a Hindi class, and your teacher started to teach you Hindi. Which grade did you start learning Hindi?
Sir, listening, sir. First, I listen whenever I born. That time listen Hindi, sir. It is the environmental over.
Naz, I just asked you a simple question. Which grade was it that you started to learn Hindi?
Oh, first grade, sir.
First grade. Okay, Naz, just answer, it's fine. First grade. When you went to class in the first grade, did your teacher to tell you to watch movies?
No, sir.
What did the teacher do?
No, sir. That is the environmental over
What did your
listening.
teacher do in first grade and second grade and third grade?
Hindi, sir. They teach Hindi.
Yeah, I mean, they taught you the how to write and speak correct sentences. They started with very
Yes.
simple sentences, and you began to learn the skills step by step. None of your
Yes, sir.
teachers ever told you to go to movies and watch TV shows to learn Hindi.
Yeah, that is
It's
correct,
ridiculous.
sir.
It's ridiculous. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got it. Main point.
I mean, you're an intelligent person. You're an adult. If some person on Hello Talk tells you to do something ridiculous, don't do it. Use your own experience. You're going to learn English like you learned Hindi, step by step. You're going to have a good book. You're going to read simple books. You're going to correct yourself using Quillbox, and slowly you will learn the language.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. One more question, sir. Last one.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, grammar is necessary for speaking. Someone told to me it is not necessary for
Naz,
grammar.
Naz, 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 you are an intelligent human being, right?
Yes,
Yes?
sir. Yes.
How can grammar be not necessary?
Okay.
How can it be not necessary? How could saying something incorrectly be correct? You have a lazy
Hmm.
teacher who doesn't want to correct you, so they say anything goes. When you learned Hindi, did your teacher say it doesn't matter whether it's correct or not?
No, sir. We will correct.
Yeah. It could not be necessary. Just learn like, you know how a little child learns BXK? They learn from their parents who correct them, and they learn from a teacher who corrects them. Please, BXK, don't say silly things in my voice room, okay? Please. You do not know what you're talking about. You're just mimicking bad advice that someone else said. Everyone was a child, and they remember how they learned as a child. Their parents corrected them, and their teachers correct them. So don't be silly, BXK. You're just mimicking really silly things that other people said. Use your mind. Everyone here had a teacher, and everyone learned the language by correction. Right. Without grammar, you're speaking. Right. You're saying gaga. That's what a child says. Gaga. If you want to learn, if you want to be like a child, just say gaga. That's what the child says. And then the parent starts teaching them how to say it correctly. So you got people here who have no idea what they're talking about giving advice. BXK, if you want to talk like a child, just say gaga. Now you're talking like a child.
Hmm.
Gaga. Yeah, that's what child says. You talk like a child. Gaga. Dada, mama, gaga. Now you're talking like a child. Oh gosh, people are really silly. I want to talk like a child. Gaga, mama, dada. Naz,
Yes, sir.
you're an adult. You're an adult. Don't listen to silly things that other teachers tell you. Use your brains. You have a
Yes,
mind.
sir.
You learn correct
Yeah, sir.
English. And that means you need to know grammar and pronunciation and proper use of vocabulary. Of course,
Yeah, sir.
grammar is the
Sure,
whole
sir.
thing. Grammar. If you don't know grammar, you can't say a good sentence. It's like me saying 3 times 3 equals 12. Okay, okay. 3 times 3 equals 12. There you go. We don't care. We don't care where it's correct or not. That's it. There you go. 3 times 3 is 12. There you go. That's a nice equation. 3 times 3 is 12. Yeah. Amazing. You're absolutely amazing. 3 times 3 is 12. Amazing. Of course, grammar is English. If you don't know grammar, you don't know English.
Okay.
The problem is you got a lot of lazy teachers who don't want to correct you, so they just say it doesn't matter what you say is correct. That's all. And you believe them. And you believe them, right? Someone tells you
Yes,
it doesn't
sir.
matter whether it's correct, and you leave them. Come on, guys, you're adults, you're intelligent people. Why do you believe these people? Have you ever learned any language from watching TV? I mean, I watch Indian movies, I watch Japanese movies, I watch Chinese movies, I watch Korean movies, I watch French movies, I watch German movies. I never learned a language. Never. And you believe these people? Why do you believe them? You're intelligent people. Right, exactly, Ricardo. If you learn grammar, you will make excellent. Exactly, that's it. You will be able to use the language correctly. Of course, I tell you, they're lazy. They're lazy teachers. They don't want to correct you, so all they do is let you talk, and they tell you you're amazing. and you send them gifts, and they say whoop, 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 whoop. Everyone's laughing and having a good time, and no one's speaking any English. Every teacher who is teaching English probably spent 12 years learning grammar. And then they tell you you don't need grammar. So do as they do, don't listen to what they say. None of those teachers you listen to learned from watching movies. They all took 12 years of grammar. Most people just don't want to work. That's what most people. And the teachers know that. So they say, you don't need to work. You watch. Yeah. I spent the last 5 years trying to learn soccer by watching soccer on the TV. I still can't play soccer. And I tried to learn a piano by watching someone play the piano, but I still can't play piano. You got to work, guys. Study. Okay, Naz, you understand?
Yes, sir, I got it, sir.
Now I like your English. That sentence was good.
Okay.
It was
Thank you
nice.
so much, sir.
It was nice and slow and correct.
Yes, sir.
That is how you should be doing it.
Yes, sir.
It's got to be. I'm going to give you the
Thank,
4 C's. Okay, it's got to be correct.
thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Great suggestion. Thanks a lot. And your voice is so sweet, sir.
Okay, you got to be correct. You got to be clear. You got to be concise. I'm giving you the 4 C's, and you got to be coherent. Those are what you need to do. You got and
Yes,
correct.
sir.
Correct is number one, not coherent. Coherent. And correct is number one. It's got to be correct, or it's worthless. It's worthless if it's not correct, because then you don't know whether you're saying something to someone correctly, and I don't know if I'm understanding you correctly. Mm, Printer's going off for some reason. Okay, guys, I'm going to talk to one more person. So put in the comments if you're studying for the IELTS or the TOEFL. When is your test and what score you need? Or if you're studying grammar like Naz, and you have a question, I'll be happy to answer it. One more because it's almost
Uh,
midnight here. Naz, you had
Sir,
something to say?
at what time you, yes, sir. At what time you will create, sir, your session daily?
I don't, it depends. Today I did a late one because I normally don't talk to people in India and China. So I did, but it's almost midnight here. So it's, during the day I try to do it. Just follow me and hopefully we hear each other again. But Naz, you don't need me.
Yes,
You
sir.
just need to study and practice consistently and diligently. Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You will improve. And send me a message if you have a question.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Okay, so Grace says, me, haven't done, I haven't, not that I haven't done, I haven't taken one yet. I haven't taken one yet. I will take one in March. My goal is 6.5. Okay, let's talk it to you, Grace, because you got grammar problems for sure.
Yes,
You gotta be
sir.
consistent and you gotta be diligent. You gotta be very methodical. Step by step by step, you build your skills. Please don't listen to these teachers who have no concern about you. They really don't care whether you learn English or not. They really don't. And then you spend all this time doing their silly things, and then after a year, you still can't speak English and you get a 5 on the IELTS. Forget about what they're saying. Listen to what I'm telling you, and you will learn English. And the more diligent you are, the faster you will learn. Okay, Grace, how are you?
I'm doing all right. Thank you for asking.
Well, it's my pleasure. And tell me what question you have. Now you're taking the exam when? In March, 2 months. in 2 months,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you need 6.5. Okay.
Yeah.
Grace, how are you preparing for it? How are you preparing for the exam?
So first of all, I just learned the grammar by myself. I'm using grammar in use. And second
Okay.
of all,
So
I'm reading.
Grace,
Yeah.
Grace,
Yeah.
first of all, I am learning grammar by myself. Say it correctly. First of all,
Okay.
I am
First of
learning.
all,
Okay, go ahead.
first of all, first of all, I'm learning by myself.
Okay, I'm learning grammar by myself.
Oh, I'm learning grammar by myself.
Excellent. And which tense is that, Grace? I am learning grammar by myself. What tense is that?
Continuous.
Not just continuous, but
Present continuous. I'm learning.
correct.
Right.
Great, great, very good, Grace. Okay, so you're learning grammar by yourself, and you're using the Raymond book, um, Grammar and Use. Great. Okay,
Yeah.
nice. What else are you doing to prepare for yourself? Prepare yourself.
Second of all, I am reading some books
What kind of books
to
are you reading, Grace?
different kinds of books,
Mhm.
not related to IELTS test, but related to other topics. For example, the one I'm currently reading is Why We Sleep, just because I am interested in this kind of topic. And I think it will help me to replace some simple words to some sophisticated words.
Yeah. Well, I don't think you need to worry about sophisticated words, but I am impressed by your grammar because every sentence so far has been correct, and you're showing good cohesion and good coherency. So good job, Grace. That's well done. I mean, you're not
Thank you
fluent
for your
yet.
compliment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not fluent yet, but you don't have to be fluent for a 6.5. You just need to be accurate, and you are accurate.
Mhm.
Now, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Do you have the Cambridge IELTS guides?
Unfortunately, I don't have that guide.
Okay. It's really, really important that you get it. And
Okay, I see.
you need to immediately start practicing listening and reading because it's
Hmm.
in listening and reading that you'll get your highest scores.
Yep.
So to get a 6.5, you're in good shape. All you really need to do is to get a 7 in reading or uh, uh, in listening. Get a
Hmm.
6.5. I think you'll get a 6.5 in speaking. 6.5 in the other one, is in listening or reading, and then a 6 in writing. You have to make sure you get a 7 in one of those listening or reading. I think you're capable of doing it. But
Hmm.
in order to practice for the exam, you got to get the IELTS guides. Now, you're from China, right? So
Yeah.
you can't get Telegram, right? You don't have Telegram, right?
No, I don't have that.
Yeah, because there's free copies of the IELTS guides on Telegram. But I'm sure in China you have probably other resources where you can get the IELTS guides. The latest one is 18, and you should probably get like maybe 14 to 18. That'd probably be enough for you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, I see. I will definitely get one
yeah.
after the
You need to
conversation.
start. You need to start now. Also, if you look at my moments, uh,
Hmm.
lots of. Can you access YouTube? Are you able to access YouTube?
I do have a VPN, so it's
Okay,
okay for me to log into my YouTube
great.
account.
So here I just gave you a link, but you can find this by just going to my moments. And
Okay, I
here
see.
I give lots of good resources on how to study for the IELTS, each section.
Okay, thank you.
There are YouTube resources, and there's also website resources. and they'll tell you how to study for each section. But in my estimation, Grace, you're in very good shape for because your grammar is good. Let me just ask you one question, okay?
Yeah.
What is the most interesting part of your town or village?
I think the most interesting part in my village is high buildings. I live in Shanghai, which is a modern city, international city, where quite a lot of plenty of high buildings are surrounded. And of course, there are